Hello there, welcome back to Gold Rush. I'm Hitman82. Today we're going to move the wash plant over there. I just finished recording the previous episode just a few minutes ago. So all I've done since then is stripped out the equipment that was here, the generators, and kind of move them aside. The plan is to move the wash plant over along this wall right here, and then start basically digging a trench that way. And then I'll be able to drive in going this way, digging it down to bedrock, getting the best dirt, which is all at the bottom of this hole. So I could just dig a little trench and get in there, probably, with the excavator. I'd rather be able to just drive in, so that's why we're going to do it that way. So we're basically aiming to go kind of steep here, probably through here. So we're going to, this ground I'm going to be calling that bedrock. It's not really bedrock, but we're gonna call it that. So we're gonna dig down to that because we can't dig it, and yeah, that's the plan. And we're also, I think we'll get a second wash plant today. What do you think? Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna get a second wash plant. So first thing to do is lift this one. So let's get going on that first. I've attached the cables, the two cables, since you can't do four. Wah. Need 2 more attachment points. Get my welder. There's probably 2 and I just too blind to see them. Alright, how we doing here? Now that should... yeah. Is that gonna still clear it? Looks like. Here we go, slowly and carefully. And let the swinging begin. Settle down, wash plant. Okay, so what do you think? What's the best way to do this? I guess it would be to turn it, and I want to put kind of 2 side by side, I guess, because I'll be able to fill them pretty quickly if they're both side by side and I'm right above them. So I think that's what we'll do then. Oops. And up a little higher. There we go. I wonder if we're going to break any ropes. They call them ropes, but they're cables. Steel ropes, I guess. Ooh, okay, so as soon as this thing stops swinging around, lower in the hole. There we go. It's going to bump a bit. Oh, didn't pop a tire. That's good. Day is young, right? Alright, so I think that gets my hooks about as far out as I can go. And we're going to drop down, 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 down. Ooh. Okay, alright. So there's the first one down. I want it kind of closer to the wall here. A little more. Can I do it? Is that flat enough? Should be okay. So maybe what I should do is, I was thinking I should flatten that area a bit first, but I can't really do it very easily. So let's just pop these cables off. So I'm gonna throw them over here out of the way. I don't want them. Remember I mentioned before about catching chains on backhoe or on the truck with my backhoe in real life? Well, I did it again last night with these cables here on this wash plant. So obviously need to be more careful. Oh, am I gonna catch it again? That'd have been something. I just said it and then all of a sudden, oh well. Okay, so let's head over into town. Oh, I hate going there when I was gonna say I'm not hauling a fuel bowser here to fill up again, but then again I need the hitch available. So let's head into town and get that wash plant. I don't know if this is the best use of my money. I could keep saving up, I suppose, and then get like a bulldozer or something. I don't know if I'll need it at this point right now. It would have made, if I had a bulldozer right now, I could just drive into that pit. Because I would just go down one side and make kind of a ramp down. Which would be neat to do. It's the problem is the bulldozer costs $100,000, and if you look at my money, I don't have $100,000, and even the loan wouldn't get me there. So I obviously need to do more digging. But what I want to do is step up the digging. And since I can easily keep a wash plant when I'm set up well, keep a wash plant filled with the small excavator, I'll go and get the second wash plant. Now I'm not sure if we'll want to upgrade the excavator next after that, or if we'll want to go to a dozer. I have not decided yet. I guess we'll see how the money's looking once we get down to bedrock, because that's when you do the drilling, you'll see most of the gold is down in the bottom third of the hole. So that's where we're headed. Alright, so we're kind of wasting all our daylight here driving around and setting up, but that's okay. We'll just sleep through into the morning, and then I imagine, and then start digging first light. So let's head in and get that wash plant, and oh, I forgot to check what I need. I think all I need is a greenhouse and a heavier power cable. So everything else, as far as you know how I went on and on when I set up the first wash plant, how I set it up so that we could add a second wash plant. Well, this is where it's going to pay off. Whoops, let's turn that off. Don't want to be burning up fuel. Did I turn the lights on? Yeah, see, that happens to me sometimes. Yeah, see, the lights are on. And it's because I push up on the D-pad of my Xbox controller, and it sometimes detects like up when you push up on the D-pad, it's the ignition or the ignition key, and pushing to the right will turn on the lights. So sometimes when I go to push up, I push a bit to the right. So that's why that happens. Alright, one of those, and we need one of those. Why isn't it? There we go. And one of these bad boys. $19,000. Okay, so this is going to cost us about $20,000 probably by the time you add in the cables. No, hardly any for the cable and the hose. Whoops. Alright. Boom, $19,000. Oh, now I could buy a third wash plant. I won't though. Never needed it. I have filled with the large excavator. I've filled the 2 wash plants before, and needed a third, but you have to be pretty well set up for that. And also, I was digging the incorrect way, so that's all a moot point. But I do often fill this wash plant, so that the one we've got. So that's why I want a second one. That way, when I'm in a good spot and I'm digging, you know, I'm able to keep on going and go quite a bit faster. So generally what I do is I put a scoop in the one and then a scoop in the other, just back and forth and back and forth. But I had said a while ago that our next goal was a wash plant, a second wash plant, so here we are. Now, I could get a bit more money if I went and sold the gold I have, like the gold ore, and went and processed it into ingot and sold it. I think I'm gonna wait, because if it takes me a while to get set up here, I don't want to have to be forced to run my gold to make up for that. Yeesh, this thing's bouncing all over the place. I guess I better slow down and watch where I'm going. Alright. So, you know what? I wasn't planning to show these trips. Oh well. I am anyway. I'm not much of an editor, as you've seen. Let's see here. Well, actually, I'm gonna pause till I get back, and then yeah, that's what I'll do. All right, we're back at the parcel here. I just dropped off the wash plant brakes. Gonna stop. There we go. Okay, so we have the wash plant, the new wash plant here. So let's get the cables on it. Okay, whoop, don't fall in the hole. Stas says don't fall in. There we go. No moss, one more. There we go, and boom, we're off and running. Up and up and up it goes. Where it lands, I care. If it doesn't land right, it's gonna cost me money. And we don't have money to burn, not yet. Get this out here over the hole so it won't be. Whoa! Whoa! Oh man! Oh man! I don't see what could go wrong. Do you? I certainly do. Alright, so we're just gonna move this over next to the other one. Settle down. Where are you going? You on a little walkabout or what? Nope, it's the wrong button. How many times will I say that? When will I ever fix my button setup? Not today, Rusty. Alright, so we'll get this. I think I need to move a little more. Aw, needy kitty is needy. Sorry, kitty. Another few minutes and then I'll go over and give you some attention. Gee, tell ya. Neediest cat ever. That's alright. She's a good mouser too. Let's see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Settle down. Here we go. Pop it up over that little ridge. I guess that'll be good to start, I suppose. Oops. Head down there and could be okay. Yeah, see, I need to get through here to be able to get at the bucket and the hook things up and stuff. So I think that'll be okay. Let's get these hooks off of here. Here we go. See, the lights came on again there. Good thing I was going back to the excavator. Ooh. And so we'll store these cables and then get the excavator out of the way, and I'll get the. Whoop, actually, the excavator isn't in the way because it'll be sitting right here probably. There we go. The cables. It's going to say chains again. There's one. Oh, what am I doing? Kicking the other one around? Okay. Question is, will I remember they're there? Okay, so we have our water line here, so let's start with getting the pump set up. Now if I'm going that way, let's kind of figure out where we're gonna cut the road in kind of this way towards the excavator, which means if I put this stuff kind of over here, it should be okay. Hopefully. Because I don't want to go too far, or like I need to make sure, you know, the cables and stuff reach. That's not on that. No, okay. I'm just going to leave this hooked up because, well, no, not. Clean it up a bit. There we go. So these two bits here, I can set them aside for now, so I'll just stick them over here out of the way for now. There we go. And this is our light. We'll probably want the light up here. Oh, I don't know how far the cable is going to reach. Guess we'll see how far we can stretch it out. So, plug this in here. Boy, the setup can take a while, can it? But, I mean, that's why you don't want to do it very often. Let me see, that should be out of the range of the hole, probably. But maybe. I'll just go over this way anyway. So I want the light to be shining down into the hole. So I gotta make sure I get the light in a place where it'll do that. Let's see how far I can reach here. Oh, okay. I'll reach all the way over here. That'll work. Okay, well, let's get that light set up. So turn that. Let's see. That'll shine it. Yeah, we'll turn it a little bit. shining it right at the backhoe. I was going to call it a backhoe again. Excavator. It's an excavator. Wash my mouth out with soap. There we go. And hook that up. I don't see how that stretches up off the ground. I really don't like that. It catches on stuff sometimes. Alright, so there's that. Next up we need... Okay, we need that and that. Get the gas can. Diesel can. It's actually a fuel can, I guess. It's not gas. It even says diesel on it. Yeah, it's worn out. It actually says Piesel. It's close enough. We knew what it meant. Alright, so let's get the other stuff out of the back of the truck. And throw that over there. Opens as me. Alright, and that one over there. Don't know why, just because. Alright, so let's get our power set up next. Is that going to be close enough for water? I think so. You know what, I should hook the water up first because the cables are a little bit shorter. And make sure they reach, because if they don't, then I have to move all that again. Which I don't want to do. For obvious reasons. It's a waste of time. It's all about the time management. Gotta... Well, that's not true, I guess. If you're not actually mining, you're not consuming anything. You can see I'm on day 17. And yet I'm still not broke, so must be doing something right. Alright, so that's got that hose stretched. And over to here. Let's see, can I go around into the other one? Oh yeah, excellent. Is that gonna... Yeah, that works. Yeah. Is that hose gonna be in the way? I wonder. Oh, come on, get out of the hole here. Ow, I'm stuck in a hole. Maybe I should have put that stuff over here. Is that because you can't dig with this hose in the way? I won't be able to dig right here, but I guess I don't really want to dig right there right now anyway. Okay, so let's get the other hose hooked up. It goes right through the generator. Don't look. Okay, and then we reel that in. Slowly turn. Okay, so that'll get it kind of strung up nice and tight here. So, how do I avoid this sticking out like that? I guess you see each time it clicks, kind of clicks to the ground there. Watch. See? It makes kind of a little elbow. That's another joint in the hose, so to speak. Okay, see now it's retracting a bit, kind of evens out. I don't know how the physics work on it, but yeah, I can keep things fairly neat and tidy, so I'm happy. Because you know me, I'm a little bit fussy. No kidding. Let's get that one reeled in. So this, by doing it that way, gives us our kind of maximum distance. So, and that's what we need, right? Okay, and I'll go a little wide here, try and keep that from... Yeah, see, and I kind of laid it down better. But I've, like I said, the power cables are longer, so you get a little more to play with. Okay, grab the last one. Okay, this is the last cable. So you can see why I didn't go with an electric pump here, because I wanted that plug for the light. But I could use that on an electric pump and then use like half the fuel. Well, a little more than half the fuel that I'm using now for running that stuff. But honestly, it doesn't cost much to run these little generators, not compared to the excavator and even the truck. I mean, it obviously adds up, but not very quickly. Okay, let's see. Next up is... What's next? Buckets. I'll go grab another different bucket first. This stuff I'm going to throw in the truck because I can put it back over in storage to keep my work site cleaned up. Don't want health and safety in here shutting me down because I've got too many dangerous things. Safety schmafety. Right. That's not true. I don't actually think like that in real life. I've got safety glasses and I always wear hearing protection, so my hearing is pretty decent. Having said that, if any of you watch my Survive and Thrive videos with the backhoe, you'd see my dad walking underneath the hoe of the backhoe. That's not safe, but you know, I've been doing it for years, and I don't know. Does your dad do what you tell him to do? Didn't think so. All right, let's see. We're all set to fire up. Okay, so we've got that bucket. You can see that bucket's only already half full, and then this one, the wash plant's got stuff in it, but it's not. It's gonna process it now. All right, let's fire this puppy up. Y'all ready? Here we go. To start. Yeah, there's exhaust coming out of it. Okay, well, it's 17:55. I guess I'll leave that light on because I'll need it here very quickly. Gonna go turn this wash plant on. Broke my legs again. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Single episode, we went and got another wash plant and then moved everything. So that's good. Well, I'd already moved that off screen, mostly. No, I guess not. My gosh, I forget what I'm doing so quickly. Of course, this is my second episode recording today, so that's my excuse. Gotta have one. I suppose I should have checked to make sure I could reach from here, and I cannot. All right, so let's see. So I'm gonna be wanting to go that way, so I can actually get away from those hoses a bit. Now, when I'm turning, you see when you're turning back and forth, it kind of slides down the hill, and in this case, the hill's the pit, so I got to be careful not to fall in. Doss would make fun of me. All right, so let's see here. That should get that in there. Yeah, okay. Let's get digging. And back to more of this again, huh? So unfortunately, the way I'm set up here, I'm just going to have to dig out further in the hole first. See, that wasn't very fucking full there. But because this is sloped, I have to kind of dig out a flat spot here to move the wash plants closer so I can move further back. I just need more reach. You know what I need is a bigger excavator, but oh well. Oop. So because we're not, see, it's only collapsing a little bit close to the bucket, I'm hopeful that that's not going to wreck gold. Okay, so that's just more of this digging. And even if it does wreck it a little bit, at least I need kind of a foothold to get going here, so. Whoops. Hit the wash plant a few times. Good thing they're tough. Real life, I don't think they're that tough. You need an awful lot of metal. Withstand an excavator. Oh my gosh, I almost said it again. Withstand an excavator hitting it with a bucket. I'm not too fussed about trying to keep the load balance between them or anything right now. So you're just kind of smoothing it out there a bit so we can move the stuff back. Huh, didn't even think I'd be digging today. That worked out alright. Digging, digging, digging. Just imagine all that gold that's sitting right there. Right down at that level, so we gotta get there, and the only way I know to get there is either... Well, I could try and make a ramp with the excavator, but as you can see, I don't think I can make a smooth enough ramp to get down there. And then once it's down there, fueling's going to be a pain because I can't really get the fuel Bowser down there. I need to stick with my plan. Now I just ruined that gold there because I dug from the bottom. But as you can see now, I could move these back a little bit, and then I can move the excavator and start digging from, you know, where I'm sitting right now. Definitely this method of digging is definitely slower than what I was doing. Oops. I like my way better. Dig from the bottom. That works. I mean, you take a scoop, the dirt from above falls into the hole, and then you scoop it out next. That's how digging works. So I don't know why they've chosen to do it this way, but oh well. Maybe it's just some limitation on the engine. Who knows? I don't know. Alright, so now I have to move these already. But once I move them, then I can back up a fair amount. See, I got it kind of smoothed out there a bit. Well, I could dig a little bit further. Not in this view though, because we'll all be thrown up on our keyboards. There we go. So I do have some time. We can keep digging. Whoops. And we'll dig a little bit closer here. Question is, will I be able to get the dirt in this view? Will I be able to get the dirt into the wash plants? Because if I miss, it makes a little blob of dirt right in the way, so when I go to move the wash plant, it's going to be sitting on that blob of dirt, so I just need to be really careful. Having said that, famous last words. Be really careful. Oh, broke my leg. Darn 7 days to die ladders. I don't know why I keep going on about that. Somebody on my Steam list has been playing it, that's why. So I keep seeing it. Don't like digging so close to the... actually, in the game here, you have to dig quite a bit under your track to cause a problem. And as long as you're careful, it doesn't seem to be a big deal. Having said that, into the hole I go. Well, I'm in the hole now. Well, that's one thing, I suppose. If I lost control here and I went over the edge into the hole, at least then I'd have the excavator in the hole, assuming I didn't have to reset it. Oh, dummy, look, that one's full. Erg. How long was that full? A while, I imagine. Not hard to say. It was at 54%. Okay, so I probably lost 20% of a bucket there. Oh well. Oh well. What am I going to do with these? I guess just chuck them here for now. And I need to go load up the... You know what? Let's just do this. Get out of here. I'm going to shut her down, and I need to get some buckets over here, so I have to go and fetch them. And every time I turn these off or do anything near them, I want to fill them up. Here we go. Buckets, oh yes. Let's take this stuff over here and put it in storage first. And then what? Then we load up a whole bunch of buckets and throw them in the hole. That's a fun thing to do. Okay, so our extra, we'll be using this, so I'm not going to sell it or anything. Let's see. Put it up here. We got a jack there and the wheels. Now that you can see them, I put those spare tires from last episode there. Spare wheels, I should say. My tire's flat. I'm gonna replace the whole wheel. Okay. I guess they don't have a repair shop or something here where people can just take the tires off the wheels. Oh well. Thinking too much. Okay, we'll load up these buckets. We are just about out of time, so maybe we'll just load up the buckets and throw them in the hole. That's always fun. And then we'll call it an episode. And then I imagine I'll continue off screen tonight. Probably. Whoops. Oh my gosh. Buttons will be the death of me. Alright, it's off now. Open the tailgate. So if I do this bit with my mouse, I can do this pretty quickly. So, whoop-de-doo, doop-de-doo. Just the empty buckets, I don't care if they're jumbled up or not. I do care if they go in the truck though, so they really kind of throw them. So, you can see why I'm not using my mouse. I think I already explained that a couple episodes ago, that if I use my mouse, it jumps around too much. And as you can see, that would be annoying to watch because it bugs me when I watch it. So I assume if it bugs me, it probably bugs someone else. And honestly, at the end of the day, when I make my video, if I'm not happy with it, then I'm not happy. So gotta make sure we stay happy, right? Otherwise, there won't be any more videos. Okay, jump in the truck, and we're gonna. It's raining buckets. Back to keyboard. Whoops. Bucket explosion. Oops. There we go. Grab that bucket. Whoops. Get over there. Whoops, I kicked the bucket. Speaking of, it's about time to end it today, isn't it? Okay, well, there you go. We got a second wash plant. We had that one kind of on the books for a while that we wanted to get done, so we have. And you've seen me use it. And we've changed their plan a bit. I'm hoping it's gonna pay off. That we can just dig along here, dig the trench over here, and that everything will work well. But won't know till I try, right? So here's hoping. I'm hoping actually that next video I record, that trench will be done, and I'll be starting to dig along the floor, the bedrock. But we'll see. We'll see where we get. For all I know, we may be continuing right where we're at. So it'll be a surprise for both of us. So I will see you next time. Make sure you click like if you enjoyed what you saw today. And don't forget those comments. We've been a couple episodes ago. Excuse me. A couple episodes ago, we there were a whole bunch of comments, and we've been yakking away. So you can join the conversation, and we're having a good time. So join in, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.